What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Yep, I've been incognito. See, can I get this thing right, man? Been incognito, guys. Yep. I was trying to make a decision on what I was going to do, man. Whether I was going to get my speed run cars together, or was I going to get another basher? So I decided to get another basher. What I'm getting ready to do now is, I think I got some footage running, but what I'm getting ready to do now is just change this diff fluid, and I've taken these out already. These two pins go through there, guys, and they come with a little Carter key, like so. That's it. And I'm sure most of you know how to do this, but figured I'd, record this anyway, just in case. Wasn't sure if I was gonna put this, actually post it or not, but who knows. But yeah, I decided to get the basher, so I think I might guess I need to turn that up a little bit. Why is that so tight anyway? Wow. Guess I may get my speed run back together. Thinking next week grab me another Limitless. And I think I pretty much got what I need for that build, actually. Yeah, it's my last run. I want to say I think it was like 151, 152 or something on the 10, on the 7 scale, Limitless, and I think I hit that with a TP motor. So that's what my setup's gonna be. Yeah, the TP motor, man. But yeah, all I'm getting ready to do right here and now, guys, is just change this diff fluid. Yeah, I wanna stiffen it up because I want it to be equal. Want it to be equal. Want equal torque applied to both of my wheels. So trying to make up my mind whether I want to go with a mil or a 20 mil. I think I might just go on and get it pretty stiff, close to locking, but not locking. You don't never want to lock no basher car. Yeah, you never want to do that. You don't want to lock it, even if you want a somewhat positive traction rear end or whatever. Say for instance, you don't want to lock it. Locking it is not the way to go, guys, because it's going to be real hard on your gears. Damn mosquito. It's going to be real hard on your gears doing that, man. On your whole drivetrain, actually. Yeah, because you're doing a lot of jumping. You're doing a lot of off the ground, connecting back with the ground, and you got to have some slippage, man, because that's not going to be real good for your gears. And I'm not going to drain all this out, guys, and just going to clean it a little bit off of that. Clean that off of the off that little gasket. Let me see. Clean it off the gasket a little bit. And turn it over. I think I'm gonna turn it over and just let some of it come out. Yeah. They did a decent job. Normally did a decent job getting a little bit of fluid in there. That's more than I normally see. Yeah. I'm just gonna get a little bit out like that, and then I'm gonna turn it over for a few minutes and let some drain out of there. And guys, you never want to pack it too full, and you want to try to keep it out of them screw holes, because some screw holes don't go all the way through like some diffs do. Yeah, they don't go all the way through, so it's nothing releasing that pressure when you screwing those screws back down in there, and believe me, that makes a difference. You want to try to keep everything out of those. You know, if you get a little bit in there, it ain't gonna just, I mean, ain't no showstopper, but you want to try to keep it out, man, because when you're putting your screws back down in there, guys, that pressure ain't got nowhere to go. Yeah, and you can either strip your screw out, or you can crack your diff. Now, cracking these diffs, I don't know. I've never done it, but at the same time, I've never allowed a lot to get in my holes either. So you can just pull that out, and set it, let it drain. I would set it on some tissue, but I had none prepared. But yeah, you could turn it over for a few minutes. Let that set out, and you can just take your gear, I call it spider gear, you can take that gear out of there, guys, and wipe it out, dry a lot of it out. But I'm not gonna do all that, cause what I can get out with doing what I'm doing right now, that's gonna be enough for me. Yeah, that's gonna be enough coming out of it, and I'm not gonna wait a long time for it to drain out of here. Actually, I'm not even gonna turn it over, but I'm not gonna wait for it to, you know, completely come off of that. I'm just gonna put me some, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go with a 20 mil. Put some 20 mil in there. Yeah, go with a little 20 mil. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there, and see, where's my little spatula. I'm gonna put a little bit in there and set my gears back in there. And you don't want to get too much in there, guys. Yeah, you don't want to get too much in there. You set your gears down in there. This is 20 mil right here, and it's pretty doggone thick. That's about that's about what I want. Yeah, it's about what I want, and it's gonna still give it some play, but it's gonna be pretty close to locking. Yeah, you don't want to lock it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure now, baby. Yeah. So I'm picking it up right. And guys, you want to turn that, man. Those round areas. Now I don't know what technical term is for all these little things, but those right there come off of the gear. Yeah, but that round part, that's you want that down. And if you got them lined up still, you can just push them back down in there. And if you can't do that, just take them loose. Take them loose. But if you can line them up, you can get them all back down in there. Now, they're not sitting all the way down in that groove right now, but as you push it down, guys, they will come out and get into place. If you got them lined up, put a little pressure on it, they will go in place. If you got them lined up. And I might be to move my little, check it and make sure that I'm still lining up. because you got a flat spot on your, there we go, yeah, it's lined up. But keep in mind, guys, those bars crossed at those gears on, you got a flat spot in the middle of each one. Yeah. You got a flat spot. And I'm gonna tell you how I measure my differential grease. Sometimes I take this gear off and set it down in there and set it flush. You set it in there and you set it flush, and if it's pushing out, you got too much. You got too much in there, man. You see, you push that gear down and you get it flush. That's the way it's gonna set on there. So you don't want grease pushing all out of there. You don't want your differential fluid pushing all out. If it's coming above that, like this is, you got to get some off of there, man. Yeah, that's too much in it. It's too much in it. And it's not even all the way flush. Cause that grease so thick, you gotta push. That's where I measure mine. Now, take and turn it, make sure it's set down on there. I'm wiping it off of here, and I'm trying not to get it in those holes. I know some folk might be crying, oh man, you do it. Yeah, ain't gonna hurt nothing, man. Yeah, and there's still a little bit more in here that I really like, for real. So I'm gonna wipe a little bit more off. I'm gonna wipe a little bit more off. I'm trying to keep it out of my hose. So now, that's flush. And that grease so thick, I could do that. So that's flush. And you really can set it back together like that, guy. Just know, is that pin, you just gotta line it up. You gotta line it up, and you can set it right back together just like that. That's it. Holes lined up and everything. Simple. Yeah, it's simple. It's not hard at all, man. Not hard at all. That's it. I've changed my diff. Now, in a real world, perfect world, guys, I really would recommend you clean it, actually turn it over and let it, get it all out, man. That's what I recommend, for real. Since you're going through the trouble of taking that diff off and all that, go ahead and clean it, man. Yeah, go ahead and just let it drain. That's all. Yeah, just let it drain. Turn it over. All you gotta do is turn it over for a little while on a paper towel or something and let it drain. That's all. I actually also recommend you start your screws by hand. If you got a power drive or whatever, that's fine. Be careful, but I recommend you start them by hand, man, and actually go backwards. Go backwards a couple of turns. Make sure it's gonna set down in there right, and you ain't cross threading it. But I think what's just as important, guys, is not letting the fluid get off in there, man. Cause like I say, those holes, it's no holes on the back like some diffs is. Let you, allow you to push stuff out. And you can check your diff. Guess make sure I'm in camera. Check your diff, man. Make sure it's turning freely before you lock it all the way down. If it's turning freely, 9 times out of 10, it's set in those gears. You good. Yeah, you good. And you want to go across, of course. And again, I ain't been on a video in a while. Some of you pros, you already know this, but you know, my videos is leaning toward the beginners, man. More of the beginners. Us that don't know everything. But you always want to go across ways, tightening down your diff, guy. And I just take mine down. I won't tighten them. I won't tighten them with this power driver because I can't feel it. I can't feel it good enough. I just take it down, then I'm gonna tighten it on up by hand. But you always want to go crossways, man. Tighten down your screws. And keep in mind, guys, it's plastic, man. Yeah, it's composite material, so you can't just lay in it, man. Yeah, see, it's turning freely, but harder. That's what I want. So it's gonna throw, because this diff is the same diff that's on your front and rear, guys. Yeah, it's the same thing. So this is gonna allow it to give me power on both front and rear. It's gonna give me equal power. Yeah, real close to equal. Yeah, because that front end coming up off the ground, it ain't gonna just keep throwing power to it. It's gonna still be putting my power to my rear end. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Yeah, that's it. It's simple. Simple as that, man. This thing get a little tricky putting it back in sometime. Man. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on my speed runs. I think next week I'm gonna start on my other bill. Sometimes you have to turn your wheels and play around with this to find that spot. Find that spot where it'll come. That's it right there. Where my phone at? Yeah, so that's pretty much it right there. And you can tighten it down now. Ken, let me call you right back while I'm not doing a video. Yeah, all right. Yeah, you can that's pretty much it, guys. And that's how you change the diff fluid. How you change the diff fluid in the center diff. Yeah. Normally I would do this and the front tires would immediately turn. Now you see it's not doing that. It's not doing that real easy now. Yeah. So, but yeah, guys, that's about the simplest thing, man. You just have 4 screws that's going back in there. 4 screws, then you got your long pins going back through there. That's on your Mojave, that is. That's holding this on. That's what supports your body. The diff do have little ridges that it set in. Make sure that snap, because this little piece will snap down. You might think it's on there, but it's not. So make sure it sets down in there. Yeah, because it'll set there and it'll stop, but then it's another little bit that it need to go. That's what I've experienced on all of these with the plastic top anyway. You know, the Limitless, I know it have a metal like cross piece right here holding that diff in. Yeah. Well, it's not a diff actually. It's a spur. Yeah. But it's a metal piece holding it in. It don't do that. And I'm not again on that same thing, man. I don't torque them down with the wrench. with no power driver. I need to fill it, man, cause keep in mind, guys, same thing. It's composite material, it's plastic. Yeah, it's plastic, it's not metal to metal. Screws not going in metal, so you want to strip it out. So once you strip that plastic out, that's pretty much it, man. Yeah, it is a little solution that, you know, that you can do to have, you know, fix it, make it be okay. But best thing to do is prevent, you know, from stripping it out. And another thing, those drivers, guys, you got one that go real fast, you need to be careful with it, because when it go real fast like that, whether you going in or coming unscrewing, it'll heat that plastic up, man, and it'll tend to, you know, mess your threading up, because you can run it out so fast or in so fast, it heat it up to a point where, you know, you can strip it by not even stripping it. Yeah, just with the heat and speed of running them screws in. Yeah, you don't want to heat that melt that plastic composite material up like that. But anyway, guys, that's it, man. I just wanted to record that. I said I was gonna record, you know, a lot of stuff that I do to this car. Yeah. Thank y'all for watching, man. Have a blessed day. Like, subscribe, and share, guys. Peace.